Hi everyone, my name is Elena Russell, and my presentation is on the causes of autism in children. I chose this topic because I'm majoring in early childhood education and I work at a daycare. I work with kids with autism almost every single day. I've learned so much from them, but I wanted to understand why autism actually happens and not just from what I see in the classroom. This topic felt really important to me, both personally and professionally. There's also so many common misconceptions about the causes of autism. So, what exactly is autism? Autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disorder that affects communication, social interaction, behavior, and the way someone experiences the world around them, with signs usually showing up during the first 3 years of life. The term spectrum reflects the wide range of symptoms and severity levels of the condition. Each child with autism is different. If you've met one child with autism, you've met one child with autism. Some kids might need a lot of support, and others might only need small accommodations. This variety is part of why I wanted to dive deeper into what actually causes autism. One of the largest contributors to autism is genetics. One source I used looked at over 100,000 children and their parents and found that autism is highly heritable. But there isn't just one autism gene, it's actually hundreds of different genetic variations that affect how the brain grows, communicates, and processes information. So genetics doesn't automatically cause autism, but it creates a strong foundation of risk that other factors interact with. The second major cause involves what happens during pregnancy. This includes maternal stress, complications, exposure to certain medications, the age of the parents, and overall maternal health. The developing brain is extremely sensitive, so anything that affects the mother's health can influence neurological development in the baby. The third category involves what happens around birth or shortly after. Things like low birth weight, premature birth, oxygen loss, or early immune system problems can largely increase risk. These factors don't directly cause autism, but they can interact with genetics and affect how the brain develops in the first months of life. One of the most alarming things I learned was that certain infections during pregnancy can significantly increase the risk of autism, especially high fevers or viral infections. It was shocking to see how something so common like a fever during pregnancy can play such a large role. I didn't realize how prenatal health had such a big impact, and it shows how important maternal care and monitoring really are. The most valuable source I used was Autism Speaks. They explained complicated scientific information in simple, clear language, which helped me understand how genetics and environment work together. This source gave me the clearest breakdown of the 3 main causes, so it really helped me organize my entire project. One long-term effect of these findings is that early detection becomes even more important the more we understand the causes. The earlier we can screen children, identify autism, and get them into supports like speech therapy routines, communication tools, or sensory accommodations. Research shows how early intervention can make a huge difference in language, behavior, and independence. Learning about the causes of autism has really changed how I see my role as a daycare teacher. I now understand that autism is not caused by parenting, but is a complex mix of genetics, prenatal factors, and early life development. This knowledge will affect how I interact with children every day. I'll pay closer attention to early signs of developmental differences, which can help with early support or interventions. I'll support families with accurate information, reducing stigma and stress around autism. I'll be more patient and understanding, knowing that each child's behavior comes from biological and developmental factors. Understanding these causes has made me more mindful and prepared to create a positive environment for children, and I know it will continue to guide my teaching and care in the future.